Welcome back to another NQ Ninja video. We'll be covering the charts for January 19th, Monday, January 19th. It is a holiday, so today I didn't expect a lot of volume, but there was some, and we actually got some action. And so I want to show the post I put this morning on if we were weak and if we were strong first, and then we'll kind of go through the charts. So the first things first are this morning I posted, if we're going to be strong, I saw this channel that we were creating. I think this is on the 15-minute chart. And so I had a feeling that if we could stay within this channel and we could stay above this support area that you can see, the support one that I posted, we had a good chance of actually breaking out of this channel to the upside and then maybe coming back down, retesting, and then really pushing back up into this resistance one area. So that's what I was really looking for if we were going to be strong. I did have a weak scenario as well. So if we were going to be weak, we were creating these algo channels essentially. And if we were really going to be weak, we're going to break this support one and then push down to these weaker support levels I had just marked. But we didn't get that. We actually got the stronger of the two. So I noticed that there was this gap above. I'm not very big on gaps, just because I think a lot of retail traders and beginner traders, they look for gaps, and so they're trying to play those. A lot of times we'll go halfway, we'll turn around. So I don't really put a lot on those, but I want to show you kind of what happened today. So if I go back to the charts, you can see what we did today. So this morning, let's see, around 9 o'clock Eastern here, we kind of got that move back down. We opened up. So it opened, we really pushed below this channel area. And then look what we did. So we actually used this area as support to then push up out of this. So we came back up, got to the top of this channel, and then we really started to kind of create this liquidity area, right? You can see it right here. These are things that if you can start to see these things, these charts will make a lot more sense. And so why did we get that liquidity area right there? So I talk about structure, and we had structure here. We had a left shoulder that we really built here. We kind of created that support. We pushed down another leg to create the head here. And then we pushed back up to create the right shoulder right here. So this is a inverse head and shoulder structure, which can depict or tell us that there might be strength. So we did have a lot of just choppiness early, and then we finally got the move and break above this channel. Now, like I mentioned, if we broke above the channel, you didn't miss the move. The next thing you do is you just wait. Okay, so you can see that the full structure of this completed cup would be up to this resistance area. The question is, when do we get there? And so we had this break of this channel. And what I would be doing here is just waiting for some sort of maybe pullback. And if we got back to the top of this channel and started to kind of create support, which is what we did, we had one wick below this channel. If we go down to the 2-minute, which is what I trade on, this really showed me a lot. So what am I seeing here? I'm seeing a nice trend to the upside. We then start getting lower lows on these candles, lower lows. We're breaking down lower lows, lower low. Then we got this one really low, right? And this is just a sweep of this area. But I would be very cautious of taking shorts here just because we're on the top of this channel. So what do we do from here? Structures are everywhere, right? You can see what happened. We made this cup reversal. So what we're doing here is we're pulling back to get more buyers is what we're doing. So we had this initial move up, really pulling back, collecting more buyers down at this area to then move up. So at the point that I start to see higher lows, this is where I'm looking to say, oh, maybe this is that bounce off of the channel to the upside. And, channels are everywhere in the market. I don't always draw them, but I always am kind of aware of what's going on. So you can see what we did. We broke up off of this channel, or off of this, bigger channel. And then we started to create our own channel in here, right? Just pushing up, and we pushed all the way up into that resistance area. And then, the rest of the day, the market closed at 1 p.m. today. You can see we just kind of chopped off into the sunset, but beautiful play here. If you did see this top of the channel play, that would have been the play to make. Now, what are some other things that I'm seeing here to say, hey, this is a really good move, right? So I'm going to introduce something new that I haven't really talked about much on other videos, but multi-time frame charting, okay? So if I look at the 15-minute, I can see that I had this move up, this move back down, and then we started to move up. Now, once we started to move up, I would be thinking some sort of 3-bar play, right? So a 3-bar play is when we get a candle, we get another candle the same size, and then we get another candle the same color as the first one. So this would be like a green, and this would be a green, and this would be a red, okay? So that would be a 3-bar candle. All that means is that you're getting it's basically a flag on a lower time frame, but so this is indicating strength to me. On this candle, as we started to pull up, I'm thinking, ooh, maybe we're going back up to really kind of go up to this zone, because ultimately I think that's where we were trying to get to. So that's one thing I would be looking for. Let's see. If I was looking on the 30-minute, okay, I would be seeing a W pattern. I don't know if you see it, but we move down, right? We create a bottom here. We try to push up. We can't do it. We fail. We come back down, but we're creating a higher bottom. Now, we do have this wick at 9:30. Again, you can't put much on that just because it's a high volume opening candle. But overall, we're seeing this W pattern where we break out to the upside. So that's another indicator of up. The other indicator I want to show you is that, like I mentioned, we're in this support area. So this is all support. These zones matter. And so if you saw the zones, you saw the structures, and you saw the channel, the retest is a beautiful play here. So today, that was really the move to play. It does take a little bit of patience because we didn't get that move until 11:30, 11:35. So if you're willing to wait that long for this move, that would have been a beautiful play to the upside. So that was today. Now, what do we look at tomorrow? So kind of looking at the charts for tomorrow, I'm going to zoom out here, and let's just kind of see what we see. So really quick, for tomorrow, I could see continuation off of this channel, right? So we had a really nice move down. I would say watch this resistance, but if we don't break down, we're going to probably move up to this channel, or this trend line. I'm sorry, up here. Why do I say that? If we look at the 4-hour, we have this. Actually, I'll show you on the So here we go. So here it is on the daily. I think we open up, we try to come back up to this area up here, and then maybe we try to push down off of that for a larger move down. We did have a major trend line that we held till since November 21st, and we did break that today. So I would be looking at this potentially moving down tomorrow. Again, you got to look at it intraday to see what we do. In the morning, I will post the weakness and strength opportunities. Until then, I will talk to you later.